Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing today? I hope you're doing well. Honestly, if you hit the go live notification, you'll understand what's going on. My brain is gone. I feel like I am very burnt out and exhausted. Though to be honest, I haven't been working at my job for long enough, I think, to feel exhausted. But we're here. Here's what we're doing. And because brain be gone and I don't like thinking anymore, um, we're gonna play some Minecraft. I hope you don't mind. It's not my usual content, I know. And I was going to play a different thing, but that's stuff happening. Sorry. Everything is very scuffed. Got again brain gone. Brain just be gone. Let me get everything up and ready again. I don't even fucking remember what I was doing in Minecraft last time. So I'm like, guys, this is just chill time. I'm not mentally here anymore. I think I'm just gone. Sad but true. I think I'm just gone. I don't know. How are y'all doing? Honestly, how are y'all doing? It is the 16th of July for me, and I won't lie. It's been a day. I realize I I need to get something first before I continue with this. But I've got my stuff. Yeah. What the fuck was I doing anyway? I was fixing my bridge. I was fixing my bridge. That's as much as I remember doing. I think. Ugh. God, I need to get my mouse. I need to get my mouse separate from this. 'Cause I always forget if I do Minecraft. I need to get my mouse. What I get for playing on a laptop. I don't know why. I feel very low energy today. It's not usual of me to feel like this, but you know, here we are. I Wait, give me a moment. I've got to click off something. I want to make sure something happened. Cool beans. Cool. All right. Yeah, there we go. I didn't need to do that. Amazing. Lovely. Okay, we're coming back. Right. Let me see what my inventory is. I don't have a lot. I have carpet for some reason. The fuck was I doing in here last time? I was breeding. I was breeding. Have one. I have pals galore. Oh wow. Sorry, because I don't want to ruin my stuff here. I will not jump on anything. Ah! It's like when I play Minecraft, I kind of forget that, like, I've got stuff. You're not ready. But you are. You're not fully mature, but you are. One of these days, I should just play Minecraft on my own. I know most people don't find my playthroughs kinda interesting, but I like it. I'm having fun. Okay. I want to change the torches to lanterns. I feel like that's a good thing for me to want to do. Right? Yeah, I was spreading this out. I was trying to make it look more and more like the actual bridge, but I kind of just want to make a little place. Okay, let me feed my animals, my mammals. Let me see if I can make. Hi, hello. How the fuck do I feed y'all again? It's not the thing. It's it's this one. Yeah, yeah. I'm so dumb. Oh, I need another one of you. Tis fine. I just gotta lure another sheep in, and I think I'll be happy. I was blocking this off slash making a bigger thing so that I have more of a flat surface to work with. That much I know. That much I remember. That's Scary Cave, and I'm not dealing with Scary Cave right now. No, I would love a horse, but I don't have a saddle, and I don't wanna do anything to it right now. That's a pig. Can I lure a pig or no? No, it's fine. You're only useful as bacon. Come back. Come back. Thank you. Thank you. That's it. I'm like, whenever I do Minecraft streams, it's just because I want to do something semi brain numbing. And this is a nice thing for me to do. That's it. Yeah. Okay, so I need to finish out the rest of the little thing there. I've got to make a flat out enough surface up here that I can just start making stuff. And I realize I've made my house semi like a glass. Just honestly, it's hideous and I don't even mind it. Okay. You go in there. I'll use the last one to feed. Alright? Why did I think for so long it was the wheat? Honestly, there's so much wheat seeds now. That's my hoe. Okay, I've got the dirt. I need this dirt. Yeah, there we go. I'm not gonna do much with this. I am going to make some bread. So at least I have that supply, and we're just gonna go back. Eh, yeah, my brain is just gone, and I don't want to like mentally do anything, but I need to do something, you know? Besides, I'm promising myself to be more consistent, so haha, you have to deal with me more. I hope I hope you guys like that. Cause I like hanging out with y'all here. But also, like, I don't know, man. I'm in a weird ass place with myself where I'm just like, "Eh, it's fine. I'm not doing great, but I'm also not doing that bad, you know? I still need to have some little bit of a thing so I could still have access to cave. But not so much that it just feels okay around here. We're just terraforming. Like, I need my other dirt. Yeah. No, I've gotten more and more into the habit of like just I don't know. I feel like I want to say something, but at the same time I'm like my brain is mush. I feel like all of the personable things about me are just gone. And so therefore I cannot hold a conversation right now. God knows I'm still gonna try. But like, bro, actually, nah, yeah, I'm like, it's bad. I'm gonna try to section off to make it not as dark, so it's purely contained there. And I still have the wall. The wall is good. The wall is kind to me. It is kind to me in the way these monsters are not kind to me. A poor Minecraft noob. I'm still trying. Yeah. Please note, whenever I do Minecraft streams, it's purely because something happened where the original plan didn't really follow through. You know what? We're here. I mean, we're here. I still want to stream, so we're just relaxing. Oh dear. Honestly, I started joining like a shit ton of Discord groups online. I'm not even mad at it. I've just joined so many of them that I'm like, yeah, yeah, this is what I want to do with my life. Like, I know. I'm trying to go out and meet more people and like let me make friends again. Let me remember what it's like to make friends, right? But it's also like I have to be active. I gotta do shit. And my brain from working customer service jobs has just been gone. And I don't want to do anything. I just want to sleep. Like mentally, I don't understand the anguish I'm having. Of like I want to do things, yet physically I can't bring myself to do things. Yeah, and this stream is probably not going to be this long. I know it. You know it. It's fine. Nobody needs to care. Why is it called Azure Bluette, but it's white flowers? Thank you. With the meat, I will just get more glass. Yeah. I could also start setting up just more, like, mm, like more torches in here. So it's still like the big cavern here, but it's not as bad as when I start covering this all up. Because I will start covering everything up. I need a moment to plan some things out. Like, let's make me a dedicated trail here so I feel comfortable coming down here whenever I actually need to come down here. There needs to be one in between. And then cover up everything else. Because they're having the dedicated thing around here. This is the one thing I can't cover up. Because, here, since just so I know. Entrance. I feel comfortable enough with this. Let me see. I've realized like it's like a 5 block radius for the torches, so I'm like, I'm not mad at this. You're right. But everything else, I must start terraforming more. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, okay. I know. I feel like starting a customer service job for the sake of, hey, I need money, and things are kind of not going really well for me right now. It's not great, but hey, it's something. But damn, it's so hard to try to dissociate with a customer service job sometimes because it's just like I still have to like be present enough to answer questions and be nice, but I can't be present enough to actively realize, yeah, no, my life kind of sucks because we're here, but it could be worse. So it's like, what am I complaining about? You know? Even if I'm not getting a shit ton of money, even though, yeah, I'm working long shifts, I always have to be available and I can't quite haul out even if I get sick. So I'm like, I have to be here. But you know what? It's better than nothing cuz need money. I have jokingly said to friends, "Hey, let me get a sugar daddy so I don't have to worry about stresses of American living." But it's also like, no, I know myself. If I do manage to have like meet someone that I genuinely would like a relationship with, I want I want equal partnership. I'm not going to be happy purely relying on someone for money in any way shape or form, and I'm just like I feel bad that yeah, even if it's a joke, I feel bad about the idea of having to use someone like that, but it's like sometimes times are desperate, man. You're just gonna do what you gotta do to be able to take care of yourself and whatnot. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. No, and then it's also like the amount of dating apps and whatnot that have popped up on my For You page, especially. Just those ads are crazy because it's like you're asking me to trust a random thing, especially like a random number that I can call because I live near major city and just be like, "Yeah, give me your personal information and I will set you up with the person of your dreams." And I'm like, "How do you know?" The one dating app I've managed to keep on my phone, it still hasn't actually, no matter how much it updates and how much it tells me like, "Yeah, no, we're using a specialized algorithm based off of your answers and therefore it's going to give us the best possible results of finding your match." What the fuck is Okay, Minecraft music, why do you have to give the jump scare like that on the ear? Jesus. Right. Having those little things where it's just I no. No, I in this day and age, I'm like, sure, I'll still I've signed up for dating apps and none of them have worked because it's either people are way too horny and are definitely much older than what the age range I set. And like genuinely, you're 40 years old and married, dude. Maybe you should focus on your wife instead of trying to bag like a 20 something who's only really gonna date you for your money. Let's be honest here, bud. Like, please let it go. Out of all the people who really should be on here, a married 40-year-old trying to cheat on his wife should not be one of them. Please stop it. Awful. But it's like, hey, if you're willing to pay, I'm not if you're willing to pay for everything. Like sure, if you're single and you're trying to find a sugar baby on one of those webs like dating apps and you're just very much outright telling people how horny you are, if that is what you want to do, love that for you. I just feel weird about it. But it's also like some of the ads for these dating apps are like, sign up for me and I can get your ideal partner. Oh, I found my perfect match by signing up with you. And then you go on the app and it's just like poorly designed. It's not actually really advertising what, well, it is advertising what it says it is, which is it's a dating app. You sign up to try to meet people. And hey, maybe, just maybe, you'll find someone that you're actually compatible with. Slash, someone who lines up with what you or sort of fuck. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do this. There we go. Like you meet someone who actually matches you like mentally, has the same goals as you have, and it's just like, yeah. Yeah, no, this person I could see a future with, right? In this case, it just feels a little more. I don't know. All of the dating apps feel more like it's purely just hookups, and I'm like, if that's what you want, great. But for people stupid like me, who genuinely want to find like a real life partner, dating apps, and I don't know, they're not great, but they're not that bad. Dude, I've been on Hinge two separate times, and like first time, I really did think I met someone who was semi perfect for me, but also when I look back at it, I'm like, damn, I was such an idiot for believing in this. Where I'm like, I if it's too good to like if it feels too good to be true, it probably is. And it's just like, never really established that hey, we were gonna be exclusive, so I can't entirely be mad at the whole thing. But it's just like, dude, if you can lie this easily to me about all of this, how on earth am I meant to trust anybody else on these dating apps? And like everybody else, it's just kind of like nobody is decent at conversation, or if they are, it's just you don't feel anything, even if you find them mildly attractive. And I have to say mildly because it's just like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling it, y'all. I'm not feeling it. I thank you for calling me cute or whatnot. I appreciate it. I don't know how to handle compliments or people like outright flirting with me because I just imagine you're all lying majority of the time. So it's just like, okay, cool. Why are you talking to me? Me of all the people, even though like, hey, you liked this thing of my profile and I was like, sure, I'll give it a shot. And I have not spoken to majority of the people that I've met through dating apps. There's one person who I'm just like outright like I spoke to like all day, every day for 4 fucking months. And then all of a sudden, just kind of nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, I don't know. I mean, it's a weird place. It's a weird place to be like 24 and single. Where it's like there's so many things I want to do with my life, and there's so many, I guess, goalposts that society makes me feel like I have to achieve at a certain point, and I haven't really done any of it. So I'm like, I'm not failing at life. Life happens differently at a different pace for everyone else. So it's like, whatever happens, happens. Right? I plan as much as you want, but genuinely, life is just life. It'll fuck you over like 50 different ways and not in the way you like. So it's like, okay, here we are. We're doing a thing. We're trying to just live, to just enjoy life. But like also, how can I enjoy life if life wants to fuck me over? You know? That's like weird sort of I'm trying to make the best of a situation, but the situation just either is so stagnant that I just can't stand it, or it just progressively gets worse. Like nothing feels like it's getting better. But also, hi, I'm part of the tarot card readers witch TikTok thing, which fascinates me more than anything in Christianity has ever done in 24 years of my life. Right? So I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? What do you want me to do here? And so many of the tarot readings are, oh my god, this person that you've been manifesting is coming, or oh, you're gonna get your dream job and your dream house and your dream car, which sounds great in theory. And it's like, yeah, no, it'll happen when it'll happen, and you just also have to follow me to lock in the good energy, and like, hey, you gotta do this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, it's damn good engagement strategy, I'll give you that. But for the gullible people, aka myself, hearing it sounds so nice to be like, yeah, the thing that you have been wanting for yourself is gonna happen. Or you just need that sort of reassurance that, hey, no matter how bad things seem now, it'll be good eventually. It's just the constant waiting, the constant eventually that kind of gets to you, where it's like, okay, when is it gonna get good? Show me how it's gonna get good so I can keep the faith that things are gonna be better. But somehow, some way, asking asking for signs can somehow be a little too much, and it's just like, okay, so then what am I meant to do here? Right? I'm slowly and surely just losing that faith that, things will be okay. That eventually something has to change, right? At this point, something has to change. It can't just be me feeling like that most days where it's just, hey, things are gonna happen soon. Can't tell you when, can't tell you what things are gonna change. And I hope you like what it is. I don't know. I've gotten in a weird place where I'm just like, I know, I'm a boss ass bitch. I don't need anyone, but also I feel so fucking lonely, and I don't know. I just, for once in my life, would love to experience what it's like to know what it was like to be loved, to know that someone actually chose me. Like that'd be nice to experience once, just once in life. I just didn't have to last long, and I can deal with the heartbreak later on. I've dealt with way too many situationships at this point in my life. And I'm just like, I'm tired. I want something different, and I want something better. And no matter how many times I've put myself out there, or at least tried to have the faith, it just feels like nothing. So what do I do then? What am I meant to do at this point? I don't know. I talked about this a lot with friends too. Where it's like your 20s are supposed to be your exploration period, but it's also like, hey, your 20s are also the things that kind of set you up for the rest of your life. And with the way things are going now, especially in this fucking country of America, it might as well just be dead. Like, genuinely, hard to be optimistic and like happy knowing that things are just progressively getting worse for everyone all around. So it's just like, well, I've been saying fuck me over sideways in like 50 different ways. I did not mean it in the way that what's actually happening now. I meant it in like, hey, throw me around like I am a rag doll and fuck me sideways that like that. That's what I meant. I meant fuck me. I didn't I going to like traumatize me and future people. I didn't mean the type that's like progressively making mental health worse for everyone around. I did not mean the type of like, damn it, everything is it's lagging. What fun. I didn't mean the type of fuck me like A ooh, sound. Like the type of fuck me where it's like, hey, so you thought you could be happy? Nope. Like, genuinely speaking, what? Jesus Christ in heaven. Like, what on earth is happening? I feel like I'm living a dystopian novel, but it's not the kind that has like the cliche love triangles. It's just the kind where it's like every day's a fucking struggle. You know the joke that like slowly but surely America is becoming the real life Panem from the Hunger Games? It's that, but somehow worse because you don't really have anything to distract you with. You're just progressively watching things get worse and worse with like very little control over what's happening. And you're just supposed to be like, well, that's a thing. Like, I want to dissociate so bad at work to the point where it's just like, I mentally, I can't handle staying here. I genuinely, my spirit just feels so broken. And I'm like, I don't think I've ever felt like I had a spirit in the first place. If I'm being honest, I would have loved to said at some point in my life that I was genuinely happy and like chill. I've I don't think that's ever happened. I would love to have said at some point in my life like, hey, I've never felt felt dead inside. It just feels like now the feelings of high. No. It feels like anyway, no bots. No, it feels like being dead inside for like majority of your life has progressively gotten so worse that it's just like physically I I want to be dead physically outside too. I can't handle this anymore. And it's also like can't talk to a lot of people about this cuz like who would understand? Cuz either they're going through the same thing or they're like gonna tell you it's not as bad as you think, really. Like come on, you're just being dramatic. Where it's like okay, no, you understand where I'm coming from. And it doesn't matter how many times I try to explain it, you still haven't fucking gotten it. You know? So it's just those sort of moments where just kind of like I want to scream into the goddamn of just being like, "Hey, some I know people feel the same way. But it's like, come on, please. Please. Whatever higher being or god is out there, like how much more of a beating can not only I take, but like my whole fucking generation at this point? Oh, like, there's nothing. I've been seeing stuff about the Gen Z stare, where it's just like, no, no, no. I completely feel it. Where it's just like dissociating so bad that you're just staring and it's just like, my brain is gone. Mind has been numbed. Everything is just numb. And you still expect me to, like, do shit. Like I don't know what else people want. But it's not. I'm not feeling hot to go, man. And genuinely, like the stuff that has made me feel something over the past year or so since I've started streaming. No, in general, the things that have made me feel something since ever has just been streaming. And like, I love hanging out with you guys, don't get me wrong. But it's also like, hey, how am I supposed to want to do anything? Or like feel okay with life and whatnot when like majority of the time I just feel like screaming into a pillow. I feel like I'm on the verge of crying 24/7. I can't be the only one who feels this way. But it's rough out here, man. It's so rough out here, and it's just like, what are we supposed to do then? If we cannot, for some reason, be able to take care of ourselves one way or another, then just oh, like fuck, man. It's just bad. It's just bad juju all around. And yet, can't complain about it to anyone because then it's like, oh, why are you so ungrateful? I'm like, I'm not being ungrateful. I'm just exhausted. And I'm not allowed to feel that way because apparently I haven't lived enough life to feel as tired as I do. I've not done it, like, no. No. I Hearing people complain about Gen Z also like makes me so fucking angry because it's just like you don't understand. It's very clear that you don't understand what's going on and you'd much rather make everybody else listen to your complaints and like deal with all your fucking bullshit. And for what? For what, my dude? Because you didn't get enough attention. Neither did I, and I'm still fucking here. Like, let's be honest, if my parents cared about me in the way they say they do, I don't think I'd be this mentally ill. I Now, here's the thing. I know they care in their own way, which is the issue also that we come across. It's their own way that they care. And it's just like, please, I can't handle this anymore. Like I need the reassurance. I need to know that everything I've done is not is worth something, that I am okay, that things are fine. And it's just nobody fucking listens. I don't know, man. I don't know anymore. Not. I wish I was feeling more hot to go. There are times where I kind of wish I had a different life where I'm like, I know this isn't great. Right, the life that I currently have isn't that bad, but it's also like, hey, let's chat. Let's do something else. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've missed out on a lot of things in life, and I'm currently trying to give myself the childhood I wish I had, or at least give myself the possibility of like having the childhood I always wanted. I've got so much dirt. Good, I need the dirt. Got a big ass hole to fill. And down I go. Well, yeah, I'm okay with keeping this there. It's a trying time. I don't know how anyone is meant to do anything anymore. I don't know how people are just struggling and surviving as best as they can. But it's also just like, why does it have to be as best we can? Why can't we just live decent lives? Why can't things just be good for us? And then I remember, like, that's just unfortunately life. I swear to God. I have so much of hole to fill. I've got so big a hole. There we go. I feel better about this. I've got dirt. I've got dirt for days. I've needed the dirt. I've missed the dirt. I know this is not the most exciting Minecraft thing. This is just my brain needs something peaceful at the moment. That's it. That's really it. God, this makes me so nervous here. Okay, now I know that. That radius too. Lovely. When we fill up everything with dirt, because dirt is an easy thing to get. God, I wish I was more exciting sometimes, you know? I just, I think about things, and I just wish things could be different than what they are, but unfortunately, this is where we are at in life. This is the way things have decided to go. I don't know if I would have done anything to try to change my life. Because there are, like, I think about choices made, and I know majority of the time, choices that have, like, my life has not completely been made of my own choices. So it's just kind of like, what can I do here? Like, what am I meant to think about here? It's just, I don't know, I'm in a weird ass place where it's just like, I'm 24, right? I've very much established I'm 24. I'm incredibly single. I've never been in a relationship. I kind of don't really know what I'm doing with my life, and yet I still have to live like I know what I'm doing. I know this is what adulthood is. Like, you really have no fucking clue about what's going on, about anything. You're just kind of here. And you're just kind of like, okay, I've got to do things. I've got to find ways to do that, even if, hey, nothing seems to be working out. 'Tis fine. So it's like, I don't know what to do. And every time I think I know what I want, someone's like, hey, so you're being really dumb and you shouldn't do this because that's not something people normally do. Or, hey, that's not something you can do, you know? It's like, that's a nice dream, but like, come on, what do you actually want? And it's just like, well, damn, I didn't know what I wanted was that bad. But okay, I guess if I can't do this, I don't know what else to do. Right? And then decisions are like made for you, and then you're just like, well, why were you asking me in the first place about what I wanted to do when clearly you already had an idea and already was like gonna do this for me? Like, why ask in the first place, right? If if you know. I just I I don't know. I know it's not doing much for the thing. I still like to keep the hunger points all together. My HP. So, yeah, nobody tells you that, hey, this is how you're supposed to live life and this, that, and the other thing. You're just supposed to know. And if you don't know, well, gosh darn it, you've got to figure it out now. And then you just get older and older, and I'm like, nah, I completely, have always understand. Like, oh, people have midlife crises because of the fact that it's like, I did not give myself the time and grace to actually try to figure out life. I was just thrown into this and I have to keep going. Like that, now that I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I need to be adult. I need to do shit. But it's like, oh, I completely understand why people crash out as you get older, because it's just like mundane life. You want something more, you want to do stuff, but like so many things prohibit it, and then it's just like, well, maybe if you had done other things when you were younger, maybe it would have been better, but it's just like, when were we supposed to do that? When did we even have the time to make the other things? Like, what you didn't give adults before did not give you the choice. You were just kind of supposed to do everything. Where, like, I regret the fact that I went to college, right? Because I'm like, now I'm in so much debt that I'm not sure how I'm going to pay it off, and I don't think I'm ever going to be out of debt sometimes. But I'm like, I pray to God that I'm manifesting. I want to be able to have absolutely no ties to the US anymore. 'Cause I'm so fucking tired of this place. I'm so fucking tired of this place. I can't do it. And yet somehow, some way, purely because of the fact that I was born here, I have no choice. I have like, freedom, democracy, it was never an actual thing here. That has always been bullshit. But yet somehow, some way, we as Americans have somehow managed to convince ourselves over these however long years that we're actually decent people. No, we're not. No, we're not. Absolutely not. America was never great in the first place, let's be honest here. We've just managed to convince ourselves and other people that we were okay. Anyone who says otherwise is trying to sell you something. And it's just that whole thing of like, what do you need us to do? What do you want? Because clearly something's wrong, right? Clearly something's wrong, but not wrong enough to completely change it or have enough people want to change it. So What? What do we do? That is the crux of the problem here. We don't know what we're doing. Nobody else knows what they're doing. So we're all just fucked. Yet somehow, some way, we're still here pretending like, yeah, no, we're awesome. Fucking awesome. Oh, I've done this before. I've been here before. Oh, hey. Apparently, copper is going to be useful eventually. Yeah, apparently copper is going to be useful soon in Minecraft, so that'd be nice. You know? A nice flat. I'm gonna get rid of. Let me go back to my house and put some stuff away. It's a fly that I'm gonna kill. Okay. Oh, I've made glass without really understanding why I've made glass. But I've made a lot of glass. How nice. Yeah, when I do Minecraft streams, it is purely just me, myself, and I getting my thoughts out. Maybe one day all y'all bitches will enjoy this, or maybe a little more. I don't know. I gotta do something new because as much as I love what I've been currently doing here on Twitch, I do enjoy Reverse 1999. Sometimes I just want some brain numbing fun. There's so much grinding needed for Reverse 99. Yeah, Reverse 1999, correction. There's so much grinding needed, and it's just like, okay, I've never been this invested in something before, and I do really like it. I like the fact that I feel a sense of accomplishment when I do something right, but also the amount of frustration that I also feel when I do something wrong. And it's just like, okay, sometimes I wanna be dumb girl. I wanna be dumb. Sometimes I just wanna be dumb and horny, and I need the chance to just be dumb and horny. Please let me have this. So I don't know. This feels like a quiet shout into the endless void of like frustrations that a lot of people feel about how everything is now, but it's just I don't know. I don't know anymore. Like there are some days where I just kind of I don't want to exist. It's not that I don't want to die, I just don't want to be here. I don't want to mentally and physically have to keep going through what I'm going through for the sake of this is the only way I'm gonna be able to survive and take care of myself. I don't love being in that place of my life. But it's also like this is what adulthood is. I just need to do the shit. I just need to do the thing so that I have ways of taking care of myself, being able to take care of my family and whatnot. And it's just like I don't know. I went into STEM because I was told that I should be in STEM, especially as an Asian presenting person. Not even presenting, like an Asian person, especially an Asian female presenting person. Like they were like, what else am I supposed to do if not nursing or STEM? Because what else can you do? It's a bad stereotype, right? But it's like back then it worked well to be a part of the stereotype, to just do the shit, do the thing. It doesn't matter if it makes you happy. You just need to do the thing. It proves is that, hey, you belong here just as much as anybody else. And also, you can flex your smarts that hopefully you have. And if you don't have it, well, then you're kind of screwed anyway. It's, I know, kind of archaic thinking, but it's just like, this is what was taught. This is what you kind of had to just go along with. And it's just like, what do I do? What do you do? What do you do? I don't know, man. Things just feel heavy. Things feel heavy. Life feels much heavier than it should be. And I don't know. I feel more sad than anything else. I feel sad. I feel stressed out. I'm exhausted. And I don't know. I don't know how much longer I can, like, mentally keep going without at some point feeling like I'm gonna scream. I already am on that verge of, like, either constantly screaming or constantly crying. And I hate being like this. Where it's just like, I don't feel safe enough to express emotions to my loved ones because let's be honest here. What are they going to tell me that I don't already know? They're just going to tell me to suck it up and, like, your problems are not that bad, at least, blah, 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 blah. And it's just also like, you know, we had it much worse, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, well, then fuck you, right? You're not actually listening to what I'm saying. You are purely listening for whatever it is. I don't know, some sort of superiority thing, but it's also like, hey, I know you feel bad now, but it's like things will be. But blah blah blah. I don't know, man. I again, Spirit has been so broken by just things happening that I want a moment to just relax, breathe, to not feel the way I do. But it's also like, hey, that's never gonna happen right now. Like, genuinely, the sugar daddy thing, probably gonna happen. More likely to happen than not. It's not a great idea, but it's certainly something. Okay, I just need a shit ton more dirt. I'm just gonna fill up my whole inventory with dirt. Because I want to fill this hole. Once we fill this hole, I'm gonna have to start blocking off places. And then from there, we can try to figure stuff out. Once we block off places, we figure out how big we should build, what we should be building. Tiny island, I know, but I think it'll work out really well for us. I still have, because I do still want to try to make Corpse Bride Village. I love the Corpse Bride, my favorite movie of all time. And honestly, I'm responsible for a lot of my personality. Honest. Corpse Bride, Steven Universe, and weirdly enough, Has Been Hotel. Like that's my personality. If I had to describe myself with 3 fandoms, it's that. It is that. It's so bad. Like it'll work out. Everything will work out. Yeah, some days you gotta keep the faith and you just kind of need that reassurance. Just kind of be like, yeah, no, I'm amazing and everything's gonna turn out just fine. And other times you just kind of need someone to be like, hey, give you the reassurance that you're probably not gonna get otherwise. So it's like, okay, no, I got you. You know, because I do need to make one side, the actual village, and the other side. I think with how small the island is that I'm currently on, and I am going to be blocking off where the sand is, because that's just a different thing altogether. We'll start building different stuff there. I feel like slowly and surely this world that we're currently in, that I'm currently just gathering a shit ton of dirt for, this is just gonna become Kai's fandoms. Like honestly, that's just the name of this. I'm just gonna build everything from fandoms that I'm in, where I'm like, yeah, yeah. So next to our corpse bride village, who knows? Maybe 'cause they have a beach and there is enough stone out there that I can just end up building. Do I want? I don't want to build all of Beach City right next to the corpse bride village. That seems like a lot of work. But also, I want the mount. I want a mountain. So we'll see. I may have to terraform more later on, and who knows? I may or may not stream it. I might as well just do it myself. 'Cause yeah, stream in Minecraft does not do well for me. There's too many people out here trying to do it. No, it's fine. Okay. How do you keep faith when like a lot of things just kind of make you feel otherwise, you know? Like how you do that? How you do that? Because I find that like especially for Christians, the most overly religious zealots in Christianity are the ones who are the most insecure in their faith. Are the ones who are the most insecure about like their standing in life. Those are the people who tend to be the most like gung ho. Hi horse, get out of my face, please. I have nothing for you. I can't tame you. Even if I could, I cannot ride you. Not in the way that I would love to ride something. And I don't mean I'm not riding an animal. I don't mean riding an animal. Hmm. I've got nothing for you, buddy. Life does not have it. Nothing for me. Yeah, with how small the island, and then I'm gonna have to block off stuff. I might as well make cemetery here. I gotta figure out how to make an elevator to go down below past the creepy cave, because I do still need cave. Or I can make cave entrance to Land of the Dead anyway. I just gotta make a bunch of. Okay, and then okay, no, I see the vision in my head. I see the vision in my head. Y'all just gotta have to trust me. With where we are right now on this island, where our lovely house is, we're gonna have to deconstruct the house, and I'm gonna make it into the church from Corpse Bride. So we're permanently going to make this place, this island that we are currently on. This shall be our Land of the Dead. Entrance to the Land of the Dead is obviously going to be next to no, but because like no, because it's the village, it's the bridge, then it's the church, and a little behind the church, we got foresty area of where the graves are, and then that is how I'm like, it's the grave slash Emily, the literal corpse brides thing. There's so many things we gotta do here. So many things. I gotta plan out this. But like you see the vision, right? I see the vision in my head and I do quite like it. Who knows? Maybe when I'm a little more established and like it won't be as boring to watch this. Just something like this, you know? Yeah, I think when I'm a little more established in this world, maybe it'll be more fun. I can't do hardcore. I'm gonna die immediately if I try to do hardcore. I know myself. We're just mining dirt. I'm not even mining it. I'm not in an actual mine either. I'm just getting dirt. Ooh, no. It's sunset. We gotta get to the other side. I do not have the armor for this. Alright, how much? I don't have enough dirt. I do not have enough dirt. Okay. Alright. Okay. Hey! Did not realize how much of a hill that was. But now we know. Now we know. You are not king of the rock yet, horse. I'm destroying this. Making this as flat of a surface as possible here. We leave the weeds. I gotta plant more trees towards where this entrance is. I gotta figure out the dimensions of this church. Because it can't be too big, but it also can't be too small. Because if it's too small, you're never gonna believe that this is something you could just see at the edge of town. Okay. Is dirt. Alright, I think I can start filling up more stuff in the dirt hole. It's the dirt hole! Dirt, 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 dirt. Hello, hello. There we go. It's the dirt hole! Dirt hole, dirt hole, dirt hole! And okay, well, let's get this one because this one's not full. Anyway, how are y'all doing? I know probably nobody's here, and it's fine. It's fine. Y'all don't have to hang out with me when I do this. Everybody has their own lives. You know, back of my mind, I would love if I was friends with someone who was a more successful content creator than I am, purely for the, hey, help me figure shit out. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'd love the help. I appreciate any help, genuinely. Or it's just like, any help really. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to know if I'm doing something right with my life. And like, hey, what tips or tricks did you figure out? What strategies could you give me? I don't know. Part of me was like, I have always wanted to do content creation. I've always wanted to. I always loved making stuff, and I loved performing, doing pretty much anything. I'm down to experiment, man. It's also like, hey, I'm feeling a hole. I don't know. I feel like by myself, I am not as entertaining as I'd like to be. Cause like, I do so much better when I have someone or something to bounce off of. So like, when I'm low energy, I will still do my best to be like entertaining for friends, you know? But like, if I've got nothing to really kind of or no, man, I don't know what I'm doing with my life anymore. I'm just doing my best. And I just hope it is enough. And I hope someone understands that all I'm doing is trying. I'm trying. We're fine. He's so fun. I feel like I should try to engage, or at least talk to people more. I I go through moments where I just feel so fucking lonely. It's also like I'm not doing anything to help that because I have a tendency to self-isolate when I'm not doing well. So it's like I'm like causing my own problems. It's also like, hey, who else is gonna deal with this? Because like, if my own parents didn't like dealing with it, how dare I ask anybody else to? Right? Like that's my weird ass mindset of like, if I'm not doing great, I can't really ask anyone. But it's also like, you should. It's not great to be alone. You know this. You felt this. And yet here we are. Where is my dirt? Dirt, dirt, dirt. Yeah, this is my shorter streams. These are my rants, my sort of not really just chatting streams, cuz like who am I chatting to? Myself? Well, yes, actually, but still. We're doing fine, even though we're not. I just gotta remember, I gotta like fill this out until. Hi, dirt. I like me some dirt. Gonna put this around here. I'm gonna make this as obvious as an entrance as possible. You know, I have currently been reading a Harry Potter fanfiction. It's actually really well done and like honestly hasn't been completed yet, so it's like I'm reading up until the newest update and I'm like this is so fucking compelling. I'm not even into this. Like obviously everybody was like super into Harry Potter at some point in their lives. Not to the point of like millennial type thing. Not to the millennial craze of Harry Potter, but like damn. God, some of these fan fiction writers, I'm just like, please, you are fucking awesome and you should be published. And yet somehow you haven't been. Like, hot damn, is this so well done? Um, I know now why some people, print out their fan fictions and then buy them. Because I'm like, I would love to be able to read this without having my battery be drained. I just, I want to consume it. I consume it like it's the air I need to breathe. They're just that damn good. I was just like, I need more. I need more. I need more like it. Also, yeah, no, I recently got a sticker that said smut slut. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's just me to a T. I read so much smut. It's bad. I will start reading smut while in church. Like nobody tells me I can't, but I probably shouldn't, right? But like make it less compelling and like sure, I'll stop. But for now, I'm gonna be awful and read this character getting dicked down like it's nobody's business. I have one last block. We'll make it count. I can also try to doll this up a little, like the little pathway to where we need to go for our cave slash, I guess, cave Day of the, not Day of the Dead, like Land of the Dead. Let's, okay. Once I finish this top, like this is no longer pull where I actually need to go inside and make, like actually make this work. That's Like anywhere where I feel like it feels necessary to have dirt. That's where I'm gonna. Here definitely needs some dirt. I no longer have dirt. Fill it out. The little, like, things here, I wanna, like, make it a little less one and one. Like, having a two for around here is fine. This needs to be filled. Yeah. Or I'm, like, definitely trying to close in just a little bit. Well, yeah. This is gonna be super claustrophobic feeling. We kind of like that. We want that. We want the claustrophobic feeling as you're going down because, again, this is to the land of the dead. AKA, you've passed on from this life and are moving on to the next. Therefore, it's that feeling. It's like, hey, imagine if you were still alive and you were placed into a coffin because people thought you were dead. Um, and then having that coffin be sealed by dirt and buried 6 feet under, and you're just stuck there. No way out. And that is the kind of thing that I'm like, okay, let me do that here with this. I like that sort of claustrophobic feeling of like there is no escape and you cannot go back as much as you want to. You cannot go back to the light. You must keep going until eventually, oh, it's a different kind of light. It's not quite what you were expecting, so you're not, but it's not unpleasant. You know? So that would be a nice sort of thing to get with that as you're essentially a very short journey into what appears to be a cave of death, but also once I make enough lights, I can get this. I'm going to make more torches, I swear. I have the materials. I just need to do that. But for now, it's dirt gathering today. Oh, hello. Hello, stone. Hello. Hello, hello. Well, I came to say hello. I hope you enjoy the show. Be aware that they could lose control. So get out right away as the lights go down. Got no theory and I got no doubt. And when they're up and low, there's no way out. God, I've just been thinking about that song this whole day. Not the whole day. I've been thinking about that song since it showed up on my recommended, and I was like, sure, I'll listen to this again. I'm not addicted. What are you saying? Totally addicted. I'm totally addicted. But also, oh. Sorry, I did that and I didn't want to. I was like, okay, yeah, this is... Yeah. Spots that it feels accurate. Or it just feels right to have. Yes, 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 yes. Well, hot damn. Sometimes it's pleasant, relaxing music in Minecraft, and other times it's jump scare galore. What do you want from me? You've already taken my sanity. Hi. Whoa. Yes. Yes. Anyway, I'm filling this up because I don't need to go in here anymore. You don't have enough dirt. I thought I had enough dirt. I do not. I also need to be getting home. Because I refuse to deal with the monsters right now. Alright. Okay. Well. Nah, I'll keep going here. Oh, this glorious dirt pile. I shall mine your riches for myself. I need your dirt. I need you. I genuinely think I would be as unhinged as I am now. I think that me in a relationship would be so much worse. Like I cannot imagine the person that I will be in a relationship because obviously you never fucking experienced that in my life. But I'm like, how annoying would I be in a not like to my partner, but to everybody else in my life? Like, how annoying would I be in a relationship? Because, like, I do feel like I am a huge lover girl. I will love to talk about my partner all day, every day. So it's like, hey, if you are uncomfortable with that in any way, shape, or form, tell me now, or find out much later, and we're just like stuck with this, where you just kind of have to deal with me. Yeah, I'm like, if you heard Olivia Rodrigo's song "So American," I feel like I'd be that level of like, yes, I still have my own life, and yes, I'm gonna do things. Yeah, I'm like still gonna do things myself, right? Obviously, like independent life. I'm not gonna completely be all about my partner, but like also give me the fucking chance. I will like Sing their praises. I will be the most annoying person to be around if you'd let me. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like that would be me. But then again, I don't I would also be like super private about my relationship. Like obviously, hey, I'll make it known that I'm in a relationship and I'll do like cutesy couple stuff in public. But at the same time, like the details and whatnot, I would keep to myself. Also, hey, I don't think I would publicly go like I would not make my relationship public until like months later. So it's like a huge surprise to the people who aren't in my close circle. Just be like, surprise! I've been in a relationship for the past like 6 months and none of y'all bitches knew. How you feel about that? Huh? Like you would not know. You would not know how long I've been in a relationship, but like the signs would be there. And then when I felt ready, along with like talking to my partner about it, obviously, like you're gonna see some really annoying cutesy shit. But I feel like it'd be fun. I don't know. Like dude, I am such a simple human being, right? I don't need expensive like stuff. I literally the one thing that I get excited about the most that's like a lot of money is literally going the idea of going to Disney. Going to Disney and then let's get some merch. Let's go, like get decked out in spirit jerseys and and like getting the ears and we can also get them customized and then like let's go on all the rides. Let's eat good food, but it's also like let's get the snacks. Like that's my most expensive type of like yeah, I'd love that as a date, you know? But it's also like, hey, I would love to do a Lego building date. Don't get me flowers, get me the crochet flowers instead, because your girl is allergic to pollen, and it's never a pretty sight when dealing with that. Ever. Yo, the amount of people who have, like, not people, but like the situationships slash people I have unknowingly slash knowingly friend zoned over the years has not realized that I am incredibly allergic to pollen, and it because the fact that I am an asthmatic, it makes that allergy so much worse. Therefore, if you ever wanted to get me flowers, you have to do fake flowers. I can't appreciate the real ones. And yet somehow this monumentous thing about me is always goes so overlooked. So it's like, thanks for the flowers. I'm not keeping them. I'm gonna give them away. Slash also, hey, I don't even like these types of flowers anyway. And honestly, had you just asked, I would have told you, you know? Like honestly, the thing that a lot of my friends as well as like my sister, the one thing they know about me when it comes to like any sort of gifting, always I am the easiest person to get a gift for. Right? Just do something for a fandom that I am in and I'm happy. Honestly, get me the cutesy weird get me cutesy stuff or get me something that's so dumb it's cute. Get me something for a fandom I'm in. It doesn't even have to be that expensive. You can literally just buy me a $12 $12 Funko Pop and I am happy. Genuinely. 'Cause I am in fact a Funko Pop collector. And I love those little things. I love how they're cute and they also kind of remind me of me, so lifeless that I'm just like, yo, I got to. And it's a lot of big IPs associated with it, so I'm like, hey, yeah. A majority of my Funko Pops are like exclusives anyway. Not majority. I have a good amount of exclusives anyway. So it's like, yeah. If I really didn't want to keep any of them anymore, I can just resell them and get like a decent price. Which I've been meaning to do for some of them. I've just not gotten to uh, um, a time slash place where I can just pop off and be like, hey, so I'm not really into this anymore, or I got gifted this and I kind of don't really want it, but I felt bad enough to not accept it, so I can't do a return because I don't have the receipts. So what I want to do is sell them so I can get the money for this. I've looked on the app how much money this is valued at. So I'm like, I have a decent, like, a decent, what's the word I'm looking for? A decent idea of what I can get for some of them. Because right now, my collection is valued at, what, $3,000 right now? About 3,000, and I do have some exclusives, and I'm like, they're cute, but TBH, I'm not in this fandom. I don't really want this. But I felt bad enough to like keep it for this long. So I don't know what to do with it. How much dirt? I don't have enough. I don't have nearly enough dirt as much as I need. My goodness. Goodness me, oh my. Honestly, there are times where I kind of be like, I wish I did this thing earlier, or I wish I did this at a different time in my life. And maybe then that would have been, I don't know, semi better for me. But it's like, the things happened as they happen. Just gotta roll with the punches. And eventually something will work itself out. It's got to, right? I'm working in the rain. You know? I feel like I've told you guys this, but I don't know. Maybe I haven't. One time I was working, right, my part-time job. I had customer service, absolutely hate retail, right? And I was closing shift. So I was gonna get home super late. But I was like, it's fine. As much as I hate this shift, as much as I like don't enjoy working here, I need the money. Oh fuck. Run! Run! Run, Kai! We're sleeping. So I knew I was gonna get home late, and I knew that it was not great. It was not a fun time during that shift. A lot of people who just can't read. So it's just kind of like, well, you deal what you deal with, right? So, sorry, got to get that all through. So, I was like, ooh. So, halfway through my shift, it starts raining. And I was like, oh, great. I need to check the weather so that I know what it's going to be like when I leave. Am I going to be okay? Because I didn't have an umbrella. I didn't have a jacket. I just had the clothes that I was wearing and the bag that I have my like stuff in the back. And I can't be on my phone at work because obviously I can't show that I'm like slacking off even though I don't fucking care. Who the fuck is spending money here? Genuinely. And like I know talking to a lot of my coworkers who are also like around the same age, Gen Z right now. For a lot of us, the only reason we're here is because this place was hiring. It's one of the few places that like actually managed to get back to its applicants in a decent amount of time and was like, "Hey, you're hiring. I need money. It's fine. Only here until something better comes along. Like this is not end all be all. I'm not staying here. I don't like it here. I don't care." Right. Like that is how a lot of people felt. Or at least that's how I like some of the coworkers I've talked to felt. Right. So, it's closing shift. I'm like one of the only ones there and I've never done a closing shift in my life. Well, not in my life. I've never done a closing shift with them, so I don't know what it entails. I don't know what you really want from me. Especially since you like only scheduled me here. So like, what the fuck are we doing? But we get to the shift really easy. I do all the closing stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay. Not hard to figure out. But it's also like, I don't know how your protocol here is. And I'm not trying to get in trouble with y'all just because I really don't want to lose a job because of the fact that like nobody explained what my duties are supposed to be, which is crazy about the fact that like nobody tells you what you should be doing until it's like too late. And it's just like, okay, why didn't you just give me the details of this beforehand? It would have been so much easier for everybody involved. But you chose not to. That's fine. It doesn't really matter to me. Just tell me. It's shift is done. I have to go on public transportation because what else am I supposed to do? I know that there's nobody in my life right now who has a job, well, not really has a job, that has a car, correction, that is willing to actually come pick me up at like this time of day. Oh, not what I intended to click. I'm like, it's only like 8, 9 p.m., but I'm like, nobody here cares enough. Or at least none of my immediate family care enough to come pick me up so that I don't have to walk home in the rain. And like, let's be honest, I don't have an umbrella. I couldn't find one anyway. So I'm like, okay, I just have to walk home in the rain. That's fine. But like as that was going on, as I'm just sitting, I start dissociating and I was going on such a bad mental spiral that I was just like, God, nobody really cares about me, blah blah blah. Like it was just such a bad spiral of just sitting there and just being like, I feel like nobody actually cares about me in my life. And I'm just like, as much as I would love to be taken care of, clearly there's something here that's like wrong. Hey, there's something wrong with me where I'm like, clearly nobody cares enough to check in a lot of the time. So it's just like, what am I doing? Like, how on earth could I ever possibly ask a person to continuously choose and care for me when my own family doesn't do that a lot? It was just a bad mental spiral all around. And I had to do that in the rain and then just sit in the house, eat whatever I could find for dinner because obviously I couldn't go out during my break to try and get food. I could only sit in their break room and just have, if I brought something, have that or get from the vending machine. And there's nothing substantial in vending machines. So I'm just like, I was already in like a bad mental state going into work, and then it just got worse as I was just going through my shift. And then it culminated in such a bad way. And I was like, yeah, like I'm probably gonna get sick, and I did kind of get sick. Have I been doing anything about it? No. I'm just here and I'm just like I in order for me to like get through work now, I cannot mentally be there. I need to dissociate. And it's such a bad place of like dissociation where it's just like I'm on the verge of crying daily. But it's the only way I've managed to keep sane at work. If I'm not mentally there, it's fine. But when I'm not mentally there, I go into really sad places. And it, it gets to a really weird sort of, I don't, it's not quite apathetic, but it's like it's, it's, it's such a bad place to be in, but it's the only place I can go in to get through work. You know how bad it has to be when you're being like, yeah, the only way I can get through work is if I actually give in to my really depressive slash suicidal thoughts. That's the only way I've managed to make it through. And it's just like, that's not normal and that's definitely not healthy. Like that's my coping mechanism for work. I'm like, if I have to do this to get through work, I know for a fact that this is definitely not meant for me. But it's like, okay, what do I do then? I can't leave yet because I have nothing else lined up. Okay, so I need to figure out what else can I get lined up? What else am I okay with doing? And that's the issue. I'm like, I hate so many of like the traditional jobs. A majority of them aren't even available. And if they were available, I still wouldn't even be properly like compensated. So it's like can't leave. Like I hate it. And I want something better for myself. But I also can't leave because there's nothing else that can be better right now. So it's the constant cycle of I hate my life, but also I really need this. So it's I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. And it's a weird state of being where it's just kind of like I'm not quite numb, but I kind of wish I was. Because if I was numb, then that means I'm not feeling anything. And I'd rather not feel anything than to feel like this. And that's not a great place to be. Especially in like you're meant to be healing sort of journey. It's like, no, no, no. I'd rather actually get worse. Because that is the only way I can make it through this. Is to actively be in a worse place mentally. Like, so, it is a weird form of self sabotage for the sake of it's the only coping I have right now that is strangely working. Because nothing else is working. I've wasted a day getting dirt, but we need the dirt. I just need these last bits of dirt. Okay. Nice. Lovely. Amazing. And the sun goes down and we sleep. We sleep. I don't know if this one viewer who is consistently watching is me. We'll see. Anyway, I need the dirt. Oh, yeah, no, I definitely need more dirt. I'm just filling up my inventory with dirt because I need this. And if by some chance this is too much dirt, at least now we have it for next time. Anyway, I watch a lot of cinema therapy, and obviously, like, Steven Universe, in a weird way, is, like, really great therapy as well. Because it's like, you're kind of forced to confront a lot of emotions that you kind of want to escape from. Like all the ugliness of like dealing with, oh yeah, no, this is something I weirdly relate to and that's not great. Like that's trauma and this is the same trauma response I developed and that's ooh, like it calls you like it weirdly calls you out but also comforts you like, hey, you're not completely alone in feeling like this or doing things because of something that happened to you or just are like, hey, what this person, what you experience with something, or this person, it's not good. It was never good, and you are allowed to feel however you feel with that. Like it's a weird comfort, but it's also like calls you out on a lot of like, ooh, that's bad. That's bad for you. It's also like, hey, I know I have problems, and I know there are ways of fixing it, and I don't know what way is best for me. And I also know that, hey, I'm developing a new thing that's not quite related to what I've already been through. But now it's like progressively getting worse. And like the only way I can get through it is to give in to the bad habits. You know? That's the weird thing I'm experiencing right now. Like the only way you get through this bad bit of life is weirdly giving into the worst tendencies you have. Which for me, it's self isolation. It is that weird, it's that depressive spiral of like, nobody, I don't have anybody. And therefore, the only way I can get anything done is if I do it myself. I don't trust anybody to do anything. It's like the hyper independence, but also not really. And then it gives into those feelings of loneliness because you're just like self isolating. You're like pushing people away that could possibly help you, who could possibly be like, hey, I see you're not doing well. You can talk to me anytime. Like, obviously, you'll be that person for others, but you can't even bring yourself to rely on those same people for you. Like, fuck, why? Right? And the only way I get out of my like self isolation is if somebody else is the one reaching out. Very occasionally will I be the one that's actually reaching out and just being like, hey, um, I just wanted to talk to you. I don't think I'm doing well because I don't want to worry them, right? I don't want you to worry about silly old me. I should be able to handle things myself. That's the only thing my parents have taught me is that like obviously your feelings don't matter. Nobody is actually going to be there for you but yourself. I know that's a bad thing to think about. I know that is a weird trauma thing that I going through myself. It's like what I don't know decent coping mechanisms for that. I don't know how to get out of the bad things. I mean, I maybe if I watch more like therapy things, therapy TikTok or more cinema therapy or rewatching Steven Universe comfort show, like maybe I could learn better habits for myself where it's just like, oh, if they're able to overcome their thing, I should be able to overcome mine, right? But it's also like the never-ending struggle of I don't feel good enough and I feel hurt all the time and I just feel bad and I don't know how to stop that. It's also like I'm not going to tell my family and friends about this because that means they'll start thinking that I can't handle myself. And therefore, what very little trust I do have is gonna be gone. Therefore, I must figure out how to deal with the problem myself. But it's also like that's not it. That's not how you should be dealing with it. So it's just like, what am I doing? I know this is bad, but I don't know how to get out of the bed. Okay, okay. We're almost done with all the dirt here. I also got some stone we can pick up now, which we can use. Oh, the weapons. The weapons, if you will. Which I do need to go mining soon. Because I need more armor. And I have enough cows to... I have the cows that I can kill to get leather. As even though it's not great, it's still armor. Anyway, huzzah! Avast! Not what I intended to have the button as, but it's what we have. Yeah. It feels intentional, and that's what we need. There we go. Up, 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 up. There we go. Oh, Hive. Notification for possibly reading a new thing. Great. And father is forcing me to do another bullshit task for him because he can't figure out how to do it himself. Great. Love that for me. Fuck. Upsy daisy. Okay. At this point, I'm just gonna, like, probably shut up and lock in. So, I mean, yeah. I want it to make it a little closer to... Oh, fuck. You know, when I hear sweepers outside, like the cleaning sweepers, I get nervous because I'm like, is that something that should be there? And I'm like, no, it is. It is. It just it just feels like it shouldn't be. Like it sounds like it shouldn't be, you know? 'Cause I'm like, that's a sound that makes me nervous and it's scary. But it's like, oh, it's literally just it's a thing. And that was the 11. I know. Sit down, Izzy. Again, I like the idea of making this feel as claustrophobic as possible. Hi. Okay, lovely. There we go. Now I can start filling this in. Oh, my best friend in all the world that I have known since we were 3/4. Thank you. Yeah, honestly, we gotta find a way to hang out soon. I've She is slowly but surely making sure I do not self-isolate without realizing it, and it's great. I love her for it. And honestly, man, had one of us been a guy, imagine how much easier lives would be for both of us. Then I'm like, the childhood friends to lovers trope we could have been. Oh well. Now I'm attracted though to girls, but I love her like a sister. So it's like Also, had one of us been a guy, I feel like our parents would have been much more approving of that relationship anyway. uh, Hello, let me up, please. Amazing. Okay. All right. Ah! A little closer to make that look a little more. Or not. Or not. And every time, it's fine. And you. So I need to close the walls in so you feel that claustrophobic effect. Just a tiny bit more. Uh, You're just surrounded by dirt, so it's like you're the one who's been buried. There we go. Yep, there it is. So this is just not gonna get filled in. Na 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 Once I'm done with this. You. Let's just see if I can do anything right. Today Today has just been a nice little I'm gonna rot at home day, which has been nice, but it's also like, oh, I should have done more prep for things, and I didn't. Hence why we play Minecraft instead. It's starting to get there. It's starting to get to the point where it's like, oh, this is probably not somewhere I should be. And this is probably not gonna end well for me. Right? Like that's the feeling we're trying to invoke. Like there's something off about this and it feels wrong. You know? And are the walls caving in? It feels like it is. But they can't be caving in. What would they be caving into? No, there's something off. There's something off about this. That is a great feeling of like I don't know if I can trust that I'm safe here, even if it is just a little cavern. It's like I'm very much like willingly walking underground into my own grave. Which is exactly what we want to be feeling when we go to, you guessed it, Land of the Dead. Where it's like, I don't know if it's a good place for me. But it's a place you are at right now. Alright, okay, lovely. Ooh, it's night. Oh, it's night. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Lovely. I've got the dirt. I've got dirt. Somehow cavernous and not cavernous. That's a great feeling to have when you're doing this. Also make it easy to get out. Anyway, you make this, you make it work. And you. All right. Okay, we're okay. We're in a good place. I want it to feel like you attempted to carve something out. And it just so happened to carve out this great path for you. But do you really want to take it here? Do you really want to go here? Originally, I was gonna try to do like a possible water elevator going down, but I feel like this works so much more. Alright? Alright, okay. We're locking in. We're locking in. We're locking in. We're locking in. Lovely. Okay, I need more dirt. I need more dirt. I need so much fucking dirt. Doesn't feel real, does it? All right. Okay. Okay. We're locking in. We're locking in. I swear we're locking in. I just need to see the little, oh, damn it. I need to see the little thing. All right. Okay. Great. All right. I clicked this off just to put it in the same damn place. Bro, what's wrong with brain? Right there. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, dirt. Dirt. I need so much fucking dirt. You know? I want to have the feeling of like you're being buried alive. You're buried alive, surrounded by dirt. What do? You just pray and hope for the best. Alright, okay. Eh. I'm already on my last bits of dirt. That dirt mound was so helpful for little bits here. Alright, okay. Alright. Oh my god, this is my last bit of dirt. Oh my god. Oh my god, all my dirt is gone. I need my dirt. My last one. I'm like almost done. You feel like the weird, it's like, oh, this is weirdly how it's been carved out, but also, oh? I just need a bit to finish this off. Freedom! And it's almost done. It's almost time for the day to end. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna get my coal here. Why? Because we can always do with more coal. Hello? And it's night, and that makes me nervy. It makes me scared. It makes me so scared. Okay, sleep, sleep, lovely. It's no longer night. I feel great. I feel hot. We're great. It's amazing. I am going to have to get rid of the stones that are peeking out and replace them with dirt. Okay, let me just whoopity-dee. Nice. All right, more coal. We always can use more coal. Okay. Is there more? Is that it? I think that's all of the coal we have here. So I can go back to the house, put the extra coal in to the furnace, I believe. Nice. I've got copper now. Can't do much with copper now, can I? Great. I've gotten a little more. Okay. Put that together. And I do have more dirt. But I am going to do, so I'm going to put this here. Because, yeah, I don't need that right now. My last bit of dirt. Oh, sorry, I'm going to the wrong hole. We're fine. We're so fine. Everything's all nice and dandy. All right. Okay. Great. Amazing. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. That's a crick in the neck I don't love. There's very few things where I'm like, yeah, no, this pain, something I would want right now? No. Low dirt pile, you were helpful. Okay. Okay. I have 3 dirt left, so I'm going to finish up this little bit here. Actually. Yeah. So I know. Ooh, I left another dirt block thing. I didn't mean to. Alright. And that is as much dirt as I have before I can go back. This is my little entrance. Alright. Okay. Alright. I feel like we've done a decent job here. So, alright. That's a fun one. Anyway, shoopity dee. Zippity doo dah, zippity day. I've got to do the things, I've got to do the things. It'll come, it'll come. Hello! Well, this was a fun, sort of, chill, brain numbing stream. Thank you guys for staying and, listening to whatever weird things came to my mind. It was a nice little just chatting slash, general thing that, general Minecraft stuff that we do. So thank you guys for coming to today's stream. I love and appreciate you all so much. Please hit the follow button if you haven't already, or subscribe button if this is on YouTube. Join the Discord so you know when I start streams, slash also, hey, you should also click the notifications so that you know when I stream. Let me see what else. Let me see let me see some things. Who's streaming right now? Oh, all the big people.